I? Oh, yep, I clicked it. Sorry, OBS was being a little laggy, just a smidge. Okay. Hey guys. Oh, sorry. I have gum in my mouth. I'm actually working on quitting smoking, and gum helps a little bit, but I can't chew like those nicotine gums because for some reason anything that contains nicotine that isn't a cigarette makes my stomach upset if I swallow it. Oh, looks like the gallery might be working now. Earlier I was having trouble seeing stuff on the gallery. Like it was acting like the people I follow on the gallery had absolutely nothing. But then when I would search for someone that I follow, it's like, oh, here's all their stuff. It's like, so it had to be some sort of weird. Yep, there we go. Okay, I already found what happened. Yeah, because this was the most recent thing on Plumbella's pages. I also just started following Deli because well, she's a really good builder. I mean, that's why the Sims team picked her to be one of the builders for Montgomery. Montgomery? I don't know. I honestly have no idea how that's supposed to be pronounced. But I actually just watched Deli's speed build of this. I mean, I know it was days ago when she made it, but like I said, I just watched her speed build of it today because I don't watch all of her videos. I have to be in a certain mood to watch people build. More often than not, I like to watch Let's Plays. I just watched her the start of Deli's Dream Home Decorator Let's Play, and I was watching James Turner's, well, James's as well. I know Simsy's been doing some Let's Plays with it as well. On her stream, she's been doing Legacy Challenge. But let's see. But yeah, I had to restart the game. I left it open for too long, so it started lagging. Well, it probably also didn't help that I switched between saves before recording the previous video that I made, which I still have to edit that one because toward the end of it, I had to leave the room before I could get it to close because my toddler woke up screaming from a nightmare. I could tell from the way he was crying and the fact that he was screaming, and he was completely safe in his bed. He has his stuffed animals and he has his blankets, and he could not be calmed down. So I had to find him a pacifier, and I had to run into the bedroom to calm him down. The pacifier didn't help much at first, but so I held him and I stroked his back lightly, and I just told him that it was okay, that mommy was there, and all that, just the usual things that parents do to calm a kid down. And eventually he calmed down, and then I picked up his toy sheep, and I turned the key to wind it up, and so that it could play the little lullaby that it plays. That thing was definitely worth the $10 it cost. And it's really cute too. It's a little sheep. It's just a little white sheep. Got it at Walmart. But yeah, it has a little key to wind it up because it's a music box and a toy sheep. Oh, also, I know I mentioned, was it in, I don't remember if it was actually in one of these videos or if it was on stream. I think it might have been on stream. I mentioned that, so obviously I have map overlays for all the maps. Well, except not for Marie because there isn't one yet. And all of these map overlays are by the same person. I'm just waiting for them to have the Mount Carmel Moravian one done because I'm sure they'll do one. Because they just reposted the Magnolia Promenade one. Magnolia Promenade. I usually say Promenade. I don't know why. Might partially be due to the fact that I watch a lot of British and some Australian shows. Mostly British, though. I do love, there is one show from Australia that I absolutely love. If you like detective shows and you like shows that take place in like other time periods, like, well, the one that I'm talking about takes place in the 20s. It's Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries. I think right now the only place I found that I could stream it was Acorn TV, which is one of the channels you can subscribe to on Amazon Prime. But anyway, so Magnolia Promenade, the map, they had a download button, but when you would download the file, there was no package in the zip file or RAR file or whatever it was. But in the compressed file, there was no package file. Enough people must have mentioned something because now we actually have the map overlay. And I'd seen the pictures of this map overlay on, I think Pinterest. Because obviously at some point people had been able to download it. Either that or it was the artist himself. I think the artist is a guy. I'd have to look on the website that I found these on. But yeah, no, these are all available on one website. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but just look up Sims 4 map overlays and you'll find it. And there's actually 2 different maps for Strangerville. There's this one, and then there's a lighter one. And then for Willow Creek, there's a plain one, and then there's 3 different seasons ones. This one, obviously, is the rainy version. There's also one where it's, like, covered in snow and ice. Or at the very least, frost. Sorry about that. I had a slight tickle in my throat, I think. What? No, it was a piece of hair. I must be shedding. Or... no, I didn't wear this shirt to my mom's, so... I was wearing a different shirt. So how the heck would cat hair have gotten in my mouth? I go over to my mom's to help her with stuff on the weekends. And she watches Charlie for the little bit while I do that. Right, Strangerville. You know what? I'm gonna go into manage households. They can go into other households. Just so that I don't get confused. But what I was talking about, yes, in my other Runaway Teen Challenge, I basically removed pretty much every adult except for Knox and Bess. And then also, let's see. Actually, if we... Some of them should still be in here. I mean, obviously, some of these are households that respawned because of the fact that I've been playing. And basically, I'm just gonna let the Sims that aren't actually in the world spawn. But I moved Mayor Whiskers in with one of my Sims. I moved Whitaker in with, I think Jeb and his brother. I moved him in with Knox, and then of course, Father Winter is just chilling as a not-in-world Sim. Wait, did I? Oh, I didn't. Oh, I think I meant to do that one of the previous episodes, and then I didn't do it. My library. Include custom content. I have no idea what episode is playing right now of my show. Oh, as you can see, I made a few households. Obviously, I didn't make her. That was this household is the version of Agnes Crumplebottom from The Sims 3, made by Fake Gamer Girl. Let's see. This is the Sim for my other Runaway teen. Here we go. These are the two of the vampires I made. Two of the mermaids. One, two spellcasters. Other mermaid. Other vampire, and extra alien. I did not realize that they all had CC. I think I used CC hairs and some CC makeup stuff on them. But yeah, I moved majority of the... I forgot that version of that household existed. We are going to ignore that. I could always remove the parents from this household and the two oldest brothers, and then add in the two youngest siblings. Oh wait, no. Do I have them as teens? Nope. Oh, yep, I have those two as young adults, and the two oldest as teens, and then Fred and George and Percy. I could add this household in. I would just what I'd have to do is a lot of tweaking to this household. I'd have to move if I were to put them in the other challenge household, in the other Runaway Teen Challenge world. I'd have to move these two out, and then I could age Percy up to a teen, keep those two kids, and then put two toddlers in. Actually, no, I wouldn't need to do that. I would just need to put two toddlers in. But I would have to move these two out so that I could go into Create a Sim and play with genetics on that. I'm gonna make a note of that. Oh, and I forgot to check for the... there's some posters I have that, no matter what, they're red. Like, they are red, like you can't place them. But there's no little tile marker thing. So yeah. So yeah, let's see. There we go. Okay, now let's see. Oh wow, some of these are labeled with my old username. All the way up until about here. Oh, I could add them to I need to add them to that world as well, because that'll add a couple more. I would just need to make sure that this version is the one that has teen, child, toddler. Okay. Ah, there she is. Basically, with her, nah, I'll move her into. Do I have no empty lots in there? All I have to do is place her in an empty lot, and it can be an empty lot. Like, I can place her here. And then evict. I didn't understand why it has to play that little weird bit of music. Then moving to other households, and now she's currently not in the world, which means she will function properly. She's a character from a mod. It's one of Zero's mods. It's the traditional witchcraft mod. Okay. Now, we were going to go treasure hunting, and I had to cut off before I could go treasure hunting because, like I said, Charlie had a nightmare, and I'd rather not have my toddler screaming constantly. And also, he doesn't get nightmares very often, but when he does, he shrieks and screams and cries, and he is not a happy camper when he's had a nightmare. I mean, is anybody? I mean, obviously, I don't scream and cry when I wake up from a nightmare anymore. In all honesty, I can't remember the last time I had a nightmare. I don't get them very often anymore. I did when I was a kid. Some really weird ones too. I had this weird one that my mom had been abducted by aliens. Of course, there was a reason that particular nightmare happened, but for the longest time I couldn't remember, and I still have no memory of this particular incident, of the particular incident that most likely is what caused that nightmare. And like, there's a bunch of like blank spots in my memory from that point in time, and I just don't like thinking about that point in time because it was when I was a little kid, and as many mistakes as my mom did make when I was a child, she's owned up to those mistakes, and we're in a better place in our mother-daughter relationship now than we were back then. But there's a reason why I lived with my grandparents growing up. I just don't want to go into it because that's just it's too personal. Right now I'm wondering what happened. Now that I'm thinking about that point in my life, I'm just like, I wonder whatever happened to my teddy bear Brownie. I had this, it was a brown teddy bear. And it was like that big, I think. It was that big. It wasn't huge and it wasn't tiny. But I remember having it on my first train trip. And I know I had it for a long time after that. I just don't know what happened to it. I mean, I know all my grandparents have a lot of this. I know my grandparents still have a lot of my old stuffed animals and stuff. At least I think they do. I think I did ask them to save those for Charlie for when he's a little older, because some of them have, like, the plastic eyes that could potentially come off. You know, those, like, plastic ones that have that weird backing that holds them in place. And actually, a couple of them. I had this orangutan that its feet had and its hands had Velcro on them, so you could like hang it up on things, and you could have it like if there, say you had like a in a closet, you know, the hole that goes across, it's like a shower curtain rod, but it's for hanging your clothes on. If you had one of those, you could hang it from that so that it looked like it was hanging by its hands and feet. I named it Aloysius after an animal character from a book. Of course, Aloysius in the book was a monkey, not an orangutan, but I was like, I don't care. It's an interesting name. And just like the teddy bear named Murgatroyd in the book was not a panda, but I named my stuffed panda Murgatroyd. Mug for short. Just like the character from the book. It was a book called The Silver Horse. It's a really good book. I haven't read that in years, but I still remember those names. All that part of it, at least, was the land of the runaway toys. Basically, in the story, if a kid named their stuffed animal or any other toy with a ridiculously stupid, well, not stupid, but if the toy thought the name was stupid, the stuffed animal or whatever other toy it was would run away and end up in the land of the runaway toys. For example, Murgatroyd, his mother teddy bear had named him Murgatroyd. The little girl who got him for like Christmas or whatever just called him Teddy. Or did she just call him Bear? It was either Teddy or Bear. But she just called him by what he was rather than by a name. And yeah, so he ran away. And I think something similar happened to Aloysius. I can't be certain because, like I said, it's been years since I read that book. I read it a few times. Also read A Wrinkle in Time multiple times. Love that book. Read the sequel, A Wind in the Door, and the final book in the trilogy, A Swiftly Tilting Planet. And actually, I read A Swiftly Tilting Planet more times than I read A Wind in the Door. I had all three. I think they were my mom's before they were mine. But yeah, I think I read A Swiftly Tilting Planet more than the first two books. It just had a little more. It was a little more interesting, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, A Wrinkle in Time was a very interesting book. And yeah, I read A Wrinkle in Time at least 5 times. Not as many times as I read each of the Harry Potter books.
Arvin.
There we go. Is Max a teenager?
Uh-huh.
I think Max is a teenager, but I don't really want her to hang out with him right now. And also, isn't she already dating Kaysen?
Uh-huh.
I think I have her dating Kaysen. Nah, do another painting. Yeah, she's dating Kaysen. Kaysen Thornton. He's one of my Sims that I made. I made him a while ago. Like, not super long ago, but speed through the painting because What the heck was that about?
Flat.
Did someone just walk past my house doing the weird, the Strangerville walk? Yep. Go away, Ted Roswell. You weirdo. I don't really like the way the Strangerville people, like the members of the town act when they're like possessed by the mother plant. See how she did with this painting. It didn't look the greatest. Considering the fact that she's maxed out her painting skill, and she... Where did she get... Oh, it is excellent quality, okay. But where did she get upgrade parts? Now that I'm complaining, it gets her some more money. Did I already give her... Did I already make her a bank account? Yep. She just never deposited any money. Okay, she has $74.98. So we'll put there. Now she has 2,000 simoleons in her pocket and over 5,000 in the bank. But the thing is, the reason I'm doing it that way, there's truffles. Okay. We're going to play. I'm going to mop. Because I have a mod that makes it so that I can mop the dust instead of sweeping it if I really want to. What's the... Oh no! Our dust bunny is unhappy.
Yeah, that's it. No, never hun. Go, Weaver.
Well, he's still very unhappy. I forgot to feed my poor dust bunny. If you don't feed your dust bunny often enough, it might not find things when you ask it to search for stuff. Okay, what is it with Sims and walking through the walls? Like, they're doing it more often. They've been doing that a lot more often since the most recent update and the new pack came out. I really hope it's playing her favorite music instead of, rather than heck, Ted. Okay. Anyway, we were going to go treasure hunting. Yay! I've seriously been on here already for like 30 minutes already? Wow. I guess I'm going to go treasure hunting and then cut off, because, well, then again, most of this has been loading screens. And it's getting kind of late. It's 3:30 in the morning where I live. Okay. I think I went from this lot. I know it's an empty lot, but the nice thing is you can travel to an empty lot. I'm going by myself. Actually, no, wait. Or did I? No, I think I managed it from San Simeon Beach, that's right. Because I know that these are the two main areas where you can find deep water diving spots. Still only going by myself. I was just making sure my TV's not visible. Oh. I was like, what the heck is visible when I move that way? And then I realized, oh, it's the play gate thing that I have set up. It's one of those fence-style playpens that you can put up. And basically, I have it set up so that it blocks off the area where my computer, my printer, and the TV are. And he actually managed to knock the TV down earlier today. Luckily, he wasn't hurt and it didn't break, so. But I no longer have that balloon. I took it out of I had tied it too close to the TV so that it would just float around and it wouldn't float over toward my dining room table because there's a fan and the light bulb is actually partially exposed, well, fully exposed because for some reason the light bulb cover thing, it's glass, but it won't fit over the shatterproof bulb that I used. And I don't understand why. I'm pretty sure that it's about the same size as a normal light bulb, so I have no idea. But I'd rather not have a balloon floating up and hitting that light bulb constantly, and it was doing that. But I ended up taking the balloon into the other room where Charlie couldn't see what I was doing, and I cut a few holes into it with the scissors and let all the helium out of it. Because it's just like, I can't have it loose, and it ended up being, and the only place I could put it without it moving around caused a situation where the TV fell down. It's a rather lightweight TV, but I was just like, I guess it's a bad idea just in general to have a balloon in my apartment. So, no more balloons in the apartment. That's not saying that Charlie can't have a balloon once in a while. It's just saying that if we're somewhere else and there's like a cheap balloon or something, yeah, he can have a balloon, but if he lets go of it, yeah, he's gonna have to learn the whole, if you let go of a balloon outside and it gets away, it's gone. Which actually, an episode of one of the shows that I let him watch, it's called Pocoyo. It's available on Netflix. But one of the episodes of that actually has Pocoyo lose a balloon like that. And basically it explains to small children hey, if you lose your balloon outside, it's gone. Why the heck did Jeb Harris just text me? Or call me or something? But yeah. I know that might seem a little harsh, but the fact of the matter is, you can't. I just can't handle having another balloon in the apartment. Not after what happened today. Well, technically yesterday, now that it's past midnight, but still, it's like, no, I can't handle that. It's not safe. What the heck? I could have swore there was a deep diving spot out here. Oh, for crying out loud. Her odd job is due in an hour. I must have accepted it pretty late. Or I just wasn't paying attention to the time and painted too much. You know, it's kind of funny. So, like I've mentioned, I've been rewatching some some episodes of an older Sherlock Holmes show, and there was an episode, it's a couple episodes ago now, but basically Holmes will yell like Mrs. Hudson that they're leaving, but there was one. It was Mrs. Hudson, we're off to Dartmoor. It was like, and the way he said the way that Jeremy Brett delivered that line, it was just like, oh my god. Okay, pause this. I don't think I can teleport into the water, so I'm not going to even bother trying. Ah, here we go. Free day for treasure. Oh. I can still free dive for treasure, though. Because I have treasure hunting tools. And in this case, I can free dive for treasure regardless of whether or not I have a job for it. Oh, right, she doesn't like doing fitness activities. Dive gear. Let's see. Let's buy a diving knife. um. And an underwater. Oh, I only have 1,000 left. Free dive for treasure. But now that she has a rebreather, she doesn't have to come back up as often.
Right here. The man person was killed, not by 40 into a friend. He met him, and his body was on the roof. This is telling the body was found in the very place and place of ranks of squares as it come round the points. It's uncertain, but there's no object inside the house. Such as the body on the roof. What was there on the line, the body head was found. Each fact is suggestive of itself together they have a human. And we take it to
The heck?
Sure.
That's a glitch. You know what? We're gonna. She's running across the water. You know, I might actually like make a screenshot, like make a clip out of that, and maybe use that for the thumbnail for this video, because it's like my sim can walk on water. My sim suddenly became Jesus. You know, the plus side to the only plus side to failing that was that by collecting the treasures that I just did, I'll get more money than what I would have gotten from the job itself. If you heard a clicking noise, that was just me turning my fan so that it's pointed at my computer tower so that it does, because it sometimes overheats a little. Oops. Bumped my mic. After I have her sell that stuff, I think I'm gonna end the video there, and then save the game and put it to bed. Not that I'm doing anything tomorrow, I'm just staying in. It's supposed to be hot again. What is it supposed to be tomorrow for temperature? It's still about 70 something right now. Yeah, it's 77 right now, which is a huge improvement from earlier. Let's see, it's supposed to get up to 90. Well, now that it's past midnight, I can say yesterday, it got up to 92, which around here, that's a humid heat. But that is extremely humid heat, because there's a river and a few lakes. Well, there's a river and a couple of lakes. So that's 1,420 some grams. That's not bad. Can't water it. That's because well, that makes sense. She's got... Oh, hey! harvest.
Mama
I forgot about her garden. Harvest. I can't remember what the preferences are. Likes and dislikes. Activities. She likes mischief and rocket science, dislikes fitness. Okay.
Oh, Lampima.
The heck? I'm going to open her fridge and toss all these vegetables. And that's why I'm having her grow a garden. Well, she's also going to do some flower arranging because her the whole goal is she's earning money not from a proper career.
Oh, Illinois.
That's cute. Where can I put that? Oh, will that fit on the desk? Will. Cute. She likes island music, right? It's a music she doesn't like or dislike. It's one that she's indifferent about. Whereas she loves strange tunes and metal and dislikes new disco and tween pop. Now we're going to change the station. And there's another station that I like. There's one song that I really like because it's a similar version of Alice Cooper's School's Out. Oh right, she has maxed out handies, so she'll do oops. And that's what happens if you right click on a skill. Okay, I'm going to pause and then save. But yeah, once this is done saving, I am going to end the part here because it's been almost 50 minutes and I need to get some sleep. It's going to be a hot day tomorrow, and I do not want to be tired to begin with when the day is very hot out. So, come on. Why does this thing take its time? Like I said, I'm going to end this part here, and yeah, I'm going to need to figure out a way to make a nice little thumbnail of that incident with the walking on the water. So, yeah. I'll probably record some more later later today after I've slept. But later.